not just a brand for car lovers across the land. For the love of cars, Uganda we roll. From dusty road to Benzi patrol. With your steel ship break it down, helping every driver in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cars, Uganda. Welcome to the road, and where rubber meets the soul. For the love of cars, Uganda. On the streets, the story's right. Old and new, the sun will bright. Toyota, Nissan, Benzo, Mazda, we break it down, no propaganda. Every papa's got a tale. Village right to see the scale. We talk the truth, not just a brand for car lovers across the land. For the love of cars, Uganda, we roll. From dusty road to Benzi patrol. With your steps, we break it down, helping every driver in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cars, Uganda. Pre-purchase checks, we lead the way. Track your car, no games to play. Restore the past, drive into tomorrow. We bring the love, not just the horsepower. Is it a new or a TX ride? We'll show you what's real, not just a hype. Styling views and niche moves. We teach you more than just photos. Taking tools from the basics up. Truck and gear and car gear stuff. If you're new or a season vet, for the love of cars, you ain't seen nothing yet. It's even learning, driving pro. This is more than just machines. It's the love, the life, the dream. For the love of cars, Uganda, we roll. From dusty road to Benzi patrol. With your steps, we break it down, helping every driver in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cars, Uganda. Okay, man. I love the girl. She want me. She want me. But I tell her, yes, I tell her. Racho nimbo, 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 ninza, ay. 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 Girl, you're my number one. Kwasoka na kukama ne bulyo mwako gwagwa. I tell you that, but you don't care. You don't give a damn, you don't dare. My number one girl, you rule my world. You took my heart, never a part, but you made me beg. You made me beg. Every time I come over, you make me beg. But why? Why? But why? Why? Racho nimbo, 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 ninza, ay. 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 Sitting on motoka, sitting on kabanja, sitting on bling, jagala kuwa some love. Give me some love, be my better half. I promise I will never let you down, my girl. Jewelry, dollar bills, many things don't mean nothing. For as long as you got my heart, yeah. Nayarwa chongamba koma woluli. Sikumanyi bulungi nchakwetegereza. I say yes, I say no, I say baby let's take it slow. You are my number one girl, you rule my world. You took my heart, never a bad part. You made me beg, you made me beg. Every time I come over you make me beg. But why? But why? Racho nimbo, 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 ninza, But you never ever take what I say. See, I need you. But you do what you do ever again. Rock my world, it goes around, around and round. I love you so, I need you so, I never leave you so. Can I tell you this every day, every night? That I really feel you, I can't deny. Give us a chance, you and I, you and I, you and I. Give us a chance, you and I, you and I, you and I. Rajon nimba, 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 Rajon nimba, Rajon nimba, 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 Rajon nimba, Rajon nimba, Rajon nimba, 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 Rajon nimba. Sitting up, motoka, sitting up, kabanja, sitting up, bling, jagala, kuwa salo. Give me some love, be my better half. I promise I will never let you down, my girl. Rajon nimba, 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 Rajon nimba, Rajon nimba, Rajon nimba. Nothing gonna last for long. Time does not wait. Okay, man. Okay, man. Tasha, we get down there. Tell them they want it to send me, you know. Yeah. Listen. I'm a sanga again that I could night. Them woos I could turn it out tonight. Now see the gang in the ripula. Yo, bonanza, the mocha that put chicken tonight. Appetite, satisfy. Girl, give me chance, I'll blow you mind. Say, hola, saba, show you ya.
Excuse me, posing, lava, when anana, when jaka. Weraga, twala bada, twagoba, twagoba. I need a man who can love me. Love tisasula brenti, atete kula na penzi. We sortinge, we loadinge, ona funoro codinge. Mugambi wale chezi toa, wasawa hurry up to top floor. Mugambi wale chezi toa, no matter what you ask, don't let her go. Mugambi wale chezi toa, wanabade mubagala ni nando. Mugambi wale chezi toa, it's not the way. Give me what I need, give me what you need, boy. Kuwe na mkoze service, my body, my looks, they could touch them with fire.
Girl, you got me feeling hot, on Sabalasa, I'm feeling right now. They can go to all about us, in Kuwa, we only not that them with chupa. Bagoba, Baruga, Bagala, extra man, Bagala, Musikila, Pusete, you play your mind. Bawana, Batega Kanye, Wabasuila, Nyama, Bakwasa, Mabela. Wabakuna, Ghana,
No, 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 no.
Mugambi, wale chezi toa, wasawa, hurry up to top floor. Mugambi, wale chezi toa, no matter what you ask, don't let her go. Wale chezi toa, wanabade mubagala ni nando. Wale chezi toa, stela, atizinga, ngorobu mutwala, ashopinga, kwambala. Nga wavinga, finish line, bye bye, nga stepinga. Bela, stela, atizinga, ngorobu mutwala, ashopinga, kwambala. Nga wavinga, finish line, bye bye, nga stepinga. That's why the girl think that she said. She think she give up like that, you know. No, you tell her this. Tell her the wallet is heavy. Yeah. Wasawa, hurry up to top floor. Mugambi, wale chezi toa, no matter what she ask, don't let her go. Wale chezi toa, wanabade mubagala ni nando. Wale chezi toa, wasawa, hurry up to top floor. Mugambi, wale chezi toa, no matter what she ask, don't let her go. Wale chezi toa, wanabade mubagala ni nando. Wale chezi toa, stela, atizinga, ngorobu mutwala, ashopinga, wamala. Na wevinga, finish and bye bye, nga stepinga.
there's no other way. Give me what I need, what you need, boy. Now was a service, my body, my looks, they could touch them with fire.
I stayed at teasing and Mutwala, a shopping a Wamala. No way, fingers away, and my mind that stays away. We know the girl should tell you that, she walks away, she goes. That's why she say every time. But tell her the wallet is empty. Okay, man. Tasha. Hi guys, how you doing today? Murimutia. Okay, man. Hi guys, how are you? I am from the gym, and I said, and I just say to myself, let me park on the road to Bareko Morukangwe to Nyumiam. Nenga, how is your Sunday? So I want us to talk about one thing today, and today sagala kubako chenjogera chemutamanyi tuogere fena abalabi batamanyi, and it's something that is very, very simple. This is the last Sunday of 2025. I want us to have the natural ambience of the cars, while we also count the cars. Sometimes kasiyenta kanyuma, sometimes tekanyuma. Sometimes okanonyako ekirungi ne kikubula. I don't know what to think about the siyenta. Simanyidde ddala. Anyway guys, I have a question on your screen. What did 2025 teach you that surprised you? Mubale kumorokanga bwe mbabuuzaako sekinoomu. Kasule Ramadan, Samuel Ntale, Okia Juma, Nuwaha Norman, Nyenje Henry Modern Juice, Brisky Gamer, Ricky Chikawa, Starch Events. Ngenda bawa round up ya inspections zino. Emoroka ensingidde. Inspection ekyasinze okumbeerera embi omwaka guno. N'ebyo byonna ensobi zenkoze, kichenjize, byonna mbigatte. Walugembe Geoffrey, Alec Isaac Wandera, Wavy 830, Taurus S3P, Raymond Muchunguzi, Ricky Chika. Guys, I have a question on your screen. Tell me, Asiku, Council Patrick Asiku, yes. What my question is, what did 2025 teach you that surprised you? My God, I have to call someone, guys. Kamukubire one. Kamukubire katono mubale kumoroka. Mukuru wasuzotia. Mukuru. Sorry guys, I just started to make a free phone call. Guys, omaka gugwako, this is the last Sunday of 2025. Next Sunday, we are going to be in the new year. Next Sunday is going to be 4th January 2026. Then, the Sunday after that, tujaba twetegekera okulonda, which will be on, is it 15th, yeah, which will be Thursday. So anyway, guys, today I wanted us to reflect I don't want us to learn anything specifically about cars. Tewali infufu, that's why my window is down. Also, guys, I'm going to be sharing something in the next couple of days, which is good. I have a bit of freedom to even open my windows. I'll be sharing soon. So, guys, naikerere mungi katumale gaggalawo kubanga yingi niyo tetera kuvaako katugalewo tujja kubala ffenna emmoroka mpola mpola nga bwe tuggalawo. So anyway, guys, today we are not going to motivate each other, we are not going to teach each other, we are not going to do anything that is to do with learning apart from reflecting. I want us to reflect. Fena 2025 taught us something, right? 2025 taught me a lot of things. I'm sure 2025 taught you a lot of things. I want you guys to share with us the lessons you got out of 2025. What did you learn in 2025 that the world never warned you about, that your father never warned you about, your mother never warned you about? Personally, it's my grandmother that raised me. And people like me, orphans, normally never get warned about a lot of stuff. Not because we don't deserve to be warned or because the people that raise us don't want to warn us, but majorly I think it's because the people that raise us also don't know a lot of these things. For me personally, I think my grandmother didn't know a lot of the things. She's muntu mukuru, she knows a lot of things, but there are a lot of things, especially about living as a man, that she did not know. So I never was warned. And I think it's the same thing that I grew up seeing an uncle of mine. He was raised by my grandmother, who was his mother. And I think he's partly struggling because he was raised by a single mother who did not know a lot about surviving as a man. And he also had an absent father. And the absent father as well knew nothing. I can tell you this because I saw, I heard, and I witnessed. So I'm thinking that a lot of men like me, young men and grown men like me, don't know a lot of things, probably because we were raised by people that did not know. A lot of you guys that are watching this broadcast were raised by single mothers, a lot of you. And if you're a man, you better be in your sons' lives. I think that's the one thing that 2025 taught me. That and you know, there are so many men that are in the lives of their children, but they are not in the lives of their sons. They are not teaching their sons valuable lessons. So their sons are virtually raised by their father and really raised by their mothers. And that's a very bad thing. And a lot of homes are suffering because of that. I think that's one of the lessons that I learned. I also came to prove that there are a lot of single married women. And because we are men, we are naturally going to be on the side of the men. Tugenda batuwoleriza basajja bannaffe. Waliwo akantu ke bagamba bamukuweemu ako tukoogera nnyo ffe ng'abasajja. But I've also been able to realize that a lot of us men are not doing what we ought to do. So if you're a man that is part of for the love of cars, don't just take care of your cars. You better take care of your woman, take care of your children. A lot of the bad things that are happening in the world are happening because fathers are not taking on their responsibility. I think that's one thing that the world never warned me about. And it's not, a lot of men don't have money, and money plays a lot in helping a man fulfill their responsibility. But there are also a lot of men that have enough money, not a lot, but enough money to actually fulfill their responsibilities, but they don't, because probably they are left to not do it. It's okay for them to not do it. And as we are ending the year, if you're one of those men, fete tujja kumanya neba natugamba nti gundi oyo starch oyo talabirira baana be gojja kujja owakane ogambe mbalabirira omukazi oyo muwa sente naye gwe mutima gwobeera okimanyi starch nti tolabirira baana. And I'm using starch because I know starch doesn't have children, so he won't be offended. But all I'm saying, a lot of men that will deny not taking care of their families, but they're actually not taking care of their families, they're not taking care of their women. And for me, I think nga Arthur changes ekiri nti buli wotabeera mu bulamu bwa mutabani wo naddala mutabani wo naye ate bwe batabeera mu bulamu bwa muwala wo ate yoba omwononedde future kuba bagenda mukozesa. She will keep looking for this fatherly love that she never got. Ono apempewe n'oli apempewe n'oli apempewe n'oli apempewe kwegamba at the end of the day obeere ng'omwana wamwononera obulamu nga togenderedde. But guys, I want you to share with me and with the rest of the community, what did 2025 teach you that surprised you? Personally, nze nakula manyi abasajja bw'abeera ewaka yaba akola buli kimu, babeerayo nga tebakola kintu kyonna, tebabeerayo nga tebafaayo. I've inspected cars for a lot of women this year, and I can tell you a lot of men are not serious. Guys, tuzuukuke ojja kubeera waawo ng'omanyi oyina amaka olw'okubuddayo ne weebaka ne batakunyega ne bakuwa n'opempewa n'olowooza nti oyina amaka naye nga toyinaawo yadde. I am telling you this. So guys, I think that's the one thing that bulijjo babyogera, but I think personally kati nkimanyi, and that surprised me in 2025. So guys, being cautious, paying attention to details, and trusting no one. Thank you, Harrison Paul. And I've been telling you guys, don't trust anyone. Patience, and not everything requires a reaction. Not reacting to everything, being able to cool down. I think that's the one thing that 2025 has taught me. Whatever the TikTok account I have, nze nali simanyi, as you're watching someone's videos and you go to their profile, they actually see that you've gone to their profile. So periodically I'll go to someone's profile, and I always have someone seated in my car, at least on work days, and they always tell me, Arthur, don't use for the love of cars to go to anyone's profile. Just don't. And I think what that has taught me is that you need to have control when you're doing stuff. Or kumanya, for the page here for the love of cars, yeah, TikTok is not my property. It's the property of For the Love of Cars. And a lot of people are concerned about where that page visits. Obodi yangu omuntu atunudde Arthur nekolayo ka account atista kali fake ko no gendera ku profile z'abantu abala. So I think that's the one thing I've learned as well. 2025 has also taught me a bit of control. There's one thing that I've learned over the years of when I call live broadcasts with closing my windows. Someone would do something stupid on the road, and I don't, by the time I want to put my window down, Mugambi Chicho Okola, they have already gone. So I think that's another thing that I've learned. Ngabu Ogambi Rama nti not everything requires a reaction. Kakati nze nkulaba Kasule Ramadan oli mukungamba kanchuke oli mukunga nti I'm campaigning for Museveni. Let me turn a little bit. Nze naze kukubo tubale mmoroka ne mama Museveni akapande kalibuli wamu. Akapande ka Museveni kalibuli wamu toyina bwoke wala kankadde wano bwe wati kankadde wano nkadde ddala wansi kati wano naye era ekipande kya Museveni toyina bwokibuuka kiri buli wamu naga abampadde sente za campaign kati laba wenzize toyinawo omulaba yali awo waggulu awo naye ate sitambulera yiye erabika gaya ali buli wamu. So anyway, what did 2025 teach you that surprised you? I have a bunch of things that I wanted us to talk about on that topic here. And what did 2025? This year has really taught me generally being intentional, never to procrastinate. I have seen the impact of it. Next year, I'm very hopeful about breaking the fear to start. And looking forward to attract co-elevating companion who will foster mutual growth. Dasha Arina Awe. What I learned this year is that not giving out my car to others has kept my cost of maintenance low. Guys, I don't give out my cars. Zesigaba Monoka. Arthur, for me, I learned that not all friends in my circles are real friends. Some happen to be friends with benefits. Okay, I think
Frank, this is something we have to talk about. All your friends are friends with benefits. Ochimani. Frank, all your friends are friends with benefits. All of them. Some of your friends, their benefits stretch over a period of like 20 years. Ngakwetaga for a longer period of time, so they will stay. Some people need it for a period of 1 week. And when they get what they need, they'll go away and you'll think, oh, this person wasn't really they were your friend. But their benefits ended. And they didn't see a reason to fuel that friendship anymore. I think for me that I learned years ago. All your friends are friends with benefits. You see, that's probably the reason why all of us have lost a friend. And the day we buried them is the day we let go. We did not move on from them, but we let go because me, I had a friend, a really close friend, after my S6 vacation. After my S6, he would sleep in my house, in my bed. Sometimes he would put on my clothes, something that I never liked. I don't like to share. I don't like to share. Mama bana, I know I'm just that kind of person. I never eat anyone's thing when I just never. I never touch anyone's property. I just don't do that. Nakura sina chenina. Kati bwe nakura nga sina chenina. Bienfuna mba mbifunye. Okitegeera. Kati bwe mba nfunye ekintu ekyange tokwatako. Nsaba kale nkuwe ate bwe nkuwa obudde bubeere nga tubukanyizaako. That's just who I am. It's not like I have bad manners or anything, but that's just how that's just how I grew up. Okitegeera kati I want you to understand, Frank, that your friends are going to be your friends. Your friends are going to be your friends. Like that's how close we were. And when we buried that friend of mine, I can tell you I had never been close to his family and I never got close to his family. Now, 2 years after his death, there were OBs and OGs. You know those guys that pretend that they like people that have died. So they never really like people that are alive. Because they want the society to praise them. They always come out to say gundi atfako tumujukire tumusabire da. Those kinds of people. So we are in a WhatsApp group of OBs and OGs. And then they start ne atha kato yali chali wonyo lwaki togenda ke wabe no bachalirako lwaki togenda no labo omwana gwe yaleka. Guys, me I knew omwana teyali uwe oli omuwala eyazaala omwana bali bamulya kirindi. Okitegeera dude bwe yali afa, he just got scared to die nga talese mwana ku nsi nalyoka atandika okumobilizing nti omwana wange bamuwe ku bugoye ng'afa. But bachali babamuli okumbali bakimanyi omwana si uwe belonged to my friend when everyone around him knew it wasn't his child. You want me to go and start talking to a family of my late friend, the family I never talked to before? I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. Your friends, Frank, your friends are always going to be friends with benefits. Bwobanga tonnatuuka mu mbeera oli mukwano gwo atakwetaagira ojja okulowoleza nti mukwano gwo nfa fefe. But people are our friends as long as they get something from us. That's what friendship is. Omukazi owo gw'osula naye mbuliri, mukazi wo as long as you give her what she needs from you. The day you stop is the day she'll start considering getting someone else. That's something that comes in emyaka gikula. Bw'olekerawo okumuwa bye yeetaaga ng'atandika okunyiiga. Bw'atandika okunyiiga, olumu atandise okugenda mu famire y'okuloopa, olumu atandise okugamba baganda boogere naawe, olumu agamba baganda boogere naye, olumu takyakwata simu zo, olumu temukyayogera, paka bwe mutuuka when the worst gets to the worst and you divorce. Frank, your friends are your real friends, but for the period that they are your friends. Nze ekyo nakiyiga. Era buli mukwano gwo olina okuyiga bw'omukwata n'omanya nti ono mukwano gwange kino kye kitugatta. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, Frank. Nze bwe nayiga kati nze sisuubira nti waliwo omuntu agenda obeera mukwano gwo nga talina kyakufunako. Taliiyo. Okitegeera? Taliiyo. Omuntu agenda beera mukwano gwo ng'alina kyakufunako. And that's why naawe olina kubeera mukwano gwa muntu nga naawe olina ky'omufunako. Before you learn that, you're always going to have people that you think are your friends nga bakunyunyunta nga gwe tolina kyobafunamu nga bo bakufunamu naye nga gwe tobafunamu, and that's a very bad thing. Okitegeera, tulina okumanya me I can tell you everyone can be your friend, but waliwo mikwano gye egy'omunda ng'ekintu kyakwagalako abalala tebakiraba, they are there, ng'ekintu kyakwagalako abalala tebakiraba naye alina kyakwagalako. You see, the thing with family is stuck with you because they have nothing to do. Some people, if they could choose family, they'll choose other people. That's why people are saying my friends are better than my family. You've heard those things, because their friends have done better, probably done better for them than their families, or so they think. But it's because ono mukwano gwo akuli kumpi alina kyakulaba mu family kyeta kulabamu, kati olw'okuba akikulamu agamba omuntu ono kamukuumire kumpi kamukolere kino. For me, that's what I've learned. Not everyone who is around you is your friend. Me, I have ndowooza kirala. I define friendship differently. Let me see what we get as a definition of friendship here. Let me just ask a question. Is who is a friend? Who is a friend? A friend is someone who chooses to care about you, stand with you both in good and difficult times, and treats you with honesty, respect, and goodwill. A true friend supports your growth, listens without judgment, and remains trustworthy even when it's inconvenient. It doesn't make this definition. Let me say, quote source. I want to get a source for that definition. Guys, echimcha friendship tu nizo chisulako. Let me get the source. Aristotle. You guys know Aristotle, famous philosopher. Aristotle said friendship is a single soul dwelling in two bodies. Namu connecting, when you connect. Now, Aristotle doesn't say what connects you. What connects you might be something that you do together. It might be something that you love together. It might be some... right? Ralph Waldo Emerson, he defined friendship as the only way to have a friend is to be one. C.S. Lewis yagamba, friendship is born at the moment when one person says to another, what? You too? I thought I was the only one. Mwina okubaka ekibagatta. Mwina okubaka ekibagatta. It doesn't mention anything about your friend just being there nga chichi. Friends are, all our friends are friends with benefits, all of them. Chovola banti friendships zikura nemu drifting apart because mutu kanga temucha inache mwefunako. You remember there is a video that was going around of former vice president Honorable Edward Chiwanuka Sekandi when he was struggling to talk to the president, and the Speaker of Parliament appeared to be standing in front of him. In a way, it appeared like she was blocking him from talking to the president. I'm sure some of you guys saw the video. The president wasn't struggling to see the former vice president. Do you know why? There is no you two thing. Like, the president doesn't need this dude, apparently. The other dude needed the president. Ochtegeda. That's friendship. They were once friends. Ontegera. Ngoli bwaba nembaga yabeerawo. Oli bwaba ne birthday oli abeerawo. Ontegera. Friendship. It's a funny thing. Let me see these definitions. Modern social science. Look, it's okay. Aristotle said a friend is one who genuinely wishes you well for your own sake and shares life with you in mutual goodwill. Mutual goodwill. Aha. And then that was the philosophical definition mu katabo ka Aristotle ke bayita Nicomachean ethics. Then there is a modern social science definition, and it says a friend is a person with whom one has a voluntary, enduring relationship marked by trust, support, and mutual care. That's adapted from contemporary social psychology. And then literally, a friend is someone who recognizes your inner self, chooses to stand beside you in understanding and loyalty. Then the question is, does it mean they need nothing from you? No. Friendship does not mean they need nothing from you. A healthy friendship involves mutual need, but not self-interest or exploitation. Friends need things such as trust, time, honesty, companionship, emotional support. What distinguishes friendship is that these needs are reciprocal and freely given, not demanded or transactional. You freely give these things. You reciprocate. Time. But time, maybe into bingi. Time, maybe into bingi. So when someone, what is happening? Why did it cut the, okay. When someone doesn't need anything from you, they are free to take away the mutuality. Yeah? On the issue of wives, I learned that we need strong women. My office colleague, the wife, through hard work, has created 3 new revenue streams for the family. As a man, we need strong culture. Exactly. As people, we need friends, as doctors, police officers, lawyers, and someone richer than you, because you might need them. It taught me about working hard. It taught me about working hard for my family, because no one, even my relatives, can't work for them. Yeah. This year has taught me to start on something that I want to, and taking calculated risks. A friend is that person with the same goal at the moment. Thank you, Rama. A friend is that person with the same goal at the moment. Your goal will be amufuka past friends. 2025 has continued to emphasize the aspect of being intentional in everything that I intend to do. That wish looks nice with 34. What would you buy? A wish fielder or ISIS? The ISIS is cheaper. I would definitely go for the ISIS. Now, guys, let me just put this out there. Wish versus ISIS. A wish twaguze 30 million yesterday. Twagiguze ku bei ya busubuzi. Yabaddemu obwokola. Mostly the dents. Yabadde ne ka dent ku lugirwa passenger. If you look at the picture, eri kusaidia passenger olugyo lwabadde olugule ku olwemabega ojjadde banga luliko ka damage. I think that was the only repair that was needed. Ekirala ekiriko, emotoka eyo lwaki eri cheap, it's in a place where there is no guarantee. You drive your car, you go. Tewali guarantee. Wish kasita ogigula $1,300,000 okukka wansi. Fielder kasita ogigula $1,300,000 okukka wansi. Ontegeera? Emotoka gwe kasita ogigula ng'owulira the price is too good nga naye muli okiwulira. Eba teriiko guarantee. Mulaba nga bwe twagula, we bought a Subaru Impreza and it blew the engine and we took it back, got another one. We could have gotten another one without topping up any money. But we wanted something better. That's why we topped up money. That's because we bought in a place. We buy jokwa a guarantee for a specified period of time. Bagambe in a moroka bwebako kino oba kino gikomyewo tukuwe endala. In some places there is nothing like that. So if I had 34 million shillings, I would buy the ISIS and keep money. Because ISIS jetwagula mujiraba. We bought it from a place of top condition. Hey. We bought it from a place of top condition. This year 2025, job loss due to Trump, lost my mother. I hope blessings. Sorry Sekaja, I'm really sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry. Next year will be better. Guys, one thing I've learned about life, Nzenga Arthur, is that keep out of trouble. Keep out of trouble. Life gets better if you keep out of trouble. If someone tries to quarrel with you, walk away. Someone tries to fight with you, walk away. Torwana ntalo nze sirwana ntalo nze olutalo sina kulwana sirulwana. I think over the years that's the one thing I've learned. Inze ne bwoba gwe Sekajja nojja nongamba Arthur nyumba eyo giraba nkwamu sente bweziti nga nkugamba nze nateekawo bweziti bwozimpa nga nkuvi bwozimpa siberawo yadde wiiki nga nkuvi sirwana ntalo. That's the one thing I've learned over the years. From like 2019, sirwana ntalo, sagala stress. I've realized that majority of the trouble that people get in the world is from fighting battles they can avoid. Guys, mbadde mbagamba. So far, entalo zembadde nze ndaba nga Arthur, I realized I can avoid them. Era entalo nyingi I avoid them because I can. Oli bwansooza nga muviira. Oli bwangamba Arthur va wano nga nvaawo. I don't even exchange words. Nga nvuga emmotoka yange nga nviira. Oli bwampisa obubi. If I can go with the humiliation, I go away with the humiliation. Okitegeera ng'owangula nze nga ngenda. That in a way for me has given me peace. Edda bwe nalwananga entalo nga nyomba n'abantu nabeeranga nnyo ne stress. And I think I've learned over the years. So 2025 has majorly been peaceful because I have avoided kambateeke wano mbenga mubala neze moroka eziyitawo. I've majorly avoided a lot of I don't have drama because siyomba na muntu. Anyway, tukomeo. Did you guys realize in 2025? Did you guys realize that when you don't know someone, when you are far from someone, they are good people. Every person is good when you're far away from them. Even you yourself, when people are far away from you, you're literally the best person to be around. They would want to spend time with you. They would want to be close to you. They want to learn everything from you. You know, I used to hear people say, when you want someone to mentor you, stay away from them. Because when you come close to them, you'll see their flaws. And then you realize they were not supposed to even mentor you. Then you'll ignore even the good things that they are about. Everyone is nice when they are far away from you. From afar, everyone's smile is genuine. From afar, almost every woman is beautiful. From afar, almost every man is capable. From afar, almost every woman, almost every man from afar is responsible. From afar, everyone is capable of being a very good friend. From afar, an uncle of mine, Super FM, yasoka ku CBS ne badda ku died. Mukuzika kwe, there were so many people that promised stuff, taking care of these kids, paying school fees up to university. There were so many promises from afar because you're not coming close to them. And then the barrier went on and everything. Nobody delivered. Nobody delivered. So from afar, people are genuine. From afar, everyone is okay. But close, people change and they change quickly. But sometimes they change quietly. You don't even know. They shift. Some of you guys have been in relationships this year and the relationships went away without you knowing. omuntu nakuchawa nga tomanyi nti yakuchawa okizula ennaku nga ne maaso eyo nti gayi yali yanchawadde oba omukazi ono yali yanchawadda nga that's when you realize nti bakuchawa. 2025 I learned that consistent determination helps you to achieve your goals. Get determined, be consistent. One thing 2025 taught me is that not every word deserves my energy. True. The nabagamba, one of the goals for us this year should be to stay alive. Olumu ku ntalo z'oba olwanako mulaba bino byetugenda mu byokulanda gwe lwana obe mulamu. Nze nabagamba njagala mbeerewo wano so that I make a movie about everything that I've seen. That's my goal. Because we need people that will tell stories as honestly as they were. My goal is not to tell the stories now. The people that are here are seeing these things happen. 30 years from now, the people that 30 years from now, I'll be 70, 75. I'll be almost making 76. I want to be there to share those stories. Probably a couple of movies down the road, like a few TV shows, a few sitcoms that are mocking the things that happened this time. I want to be here 30 years from now. I don't know how many of you guys want to be here 30 years from now to tell the stories of what happened today. But tutabeerewo okitegera buli omu olutala alina bwagenda oddulwana mululwane mu ngeri yammwe. But me, one of my goals is to be here 30 years from now to tell the stories that are happening this year, that happened last year, that will happen next year, the stories that happened in 5 years ago on Tegera. So yes, like Bob has said, not every word deserves your energy. Yes, there will be words that will deserve your energy. Chamba dogambo tia. Some relationships end without drama. You don't even know that they have ended. And just like that, they have ended. I say, oh, chawede. And of course, also 2025 taught me that hard work doesn't always pay immediately. We lost money to convention. Convention tiyakora ya dechikumi. That's probably something no one outside there knew. Like convention, I just lost money. But I loved the experience of having the convention, and we are going to have it again. Better than this year. In 2026, our convention is going to be better. It's going to be better made. So we worked really hard with my team. But it's only the people that were part of the organizing team that knew that we did not make our money back. Only those people. And it was okay. Over the years, I've been organizing events, and some events worked out, other events did not work out. Mama Abane, she would be in charge of the people side, working with customers, selling the tickets and stuff like that, and I'll be in charge of the technical side, making sure that everything went well. Now this time I wasn't part of the tickets as well. I was part of the technical team, making sure that everything went as we planned, and a lot of things went our way, a lot of things did not go our way. But this time I was so calm about losing money. I was really calm. Like I knew like 2 weeks before that, you know what, we are losing money, but the people are coming, and the people are coming, and at least the people are coming. So and I think hard work doesn't always pay off immediately. Next year, I need to see all of you guys there. I need to see all of you there. So I think over the years, I think the one thing that I've learned is that yes, you might work as hard as you can, but you might not make your money back. You might not get rewards. Your reward might not be money. Your reward might be you work so hard to make this relationship work and it doesn't work. It's okay. You need to learn to let go. I think over the years I've learned, but this year I think I grew. Guno mwaka nakula nnyo guno mwaka. It happened and I knew, and we went on, and we did even more. When I knew that we were losing money, I knew, but we went on, and we're even doing it again next year. Hey, we're doing it again next year. So yes, probably that's the other thing that I learned. And of course this year also peace became more valuable than impressing people. For me, peace is more valuable. For the guys that follow me here and on TikTok, you know that on TikTok I drive a Vitz. I am happy that I drive a Vitz on TikTok. On Tegeda. But here, I am happy that I don't drive an expensive car as well. But on TikTok, I realized that the people that want to impress other people end up losing. Why? The world doesn't care. You try to impress everyone and everyone doesn't care. But you think they care. They don't. What you should actually be feeding them is that you're not okay, that things are not doing well, that you're struggling. You'll have a lot of peace. This year, I got a comment from someone that I thought was my personal person. I complained about something. Like I'm a person that is open. I tell you when you're doing something wrong. But this time, I complained about something, and a comment came out. Ntayogera bwato kuba afunyemu ku busente. That was a very strong comment. Ayogera bwato kuba afunyemu ku busente. Because I switched the car. It was a very strong comment. For me, I thought that was a very strong comment coming from someone that I thought was my personal person. Peace is more important than impressing people because they don't care. We know kubayo next year. 2025 has told me to invest in myself and be grateful for what I have accomplished. True. The hardest thing to avoid is thinking that people don't care. Guys, let me tell you one thing. The people that care don't matter. Derek, you think that's a simple thing? That's not simple. A person that says, Derek Njaga, I don't want you to ever take things for granted. Omuntu wakugambanga nti oyogera bw'otyo olw'okuba ofunyeemu ku busente. Aba yali tasuubira nti oli bufuna bw'olina. Olumu ajja kwesa yali tayagala obufuna obwo bw'olina. You guys take things for granted. Kyovula nti ebiseera ebimu omuntu bamala kumutemako mukono n'alyoka agamba kale yayogera kiri nekiri abantu balyoka baga kale twamulaba naye nga tulaba muli ba mukwano tunabo tubagamba. I've seen people take things. Me, I don't take anything for granted. I'm a deep thinker. Kajamu kakute kalabe. Kalaba. Kagenda kweyongera okukwata. But me, I'm home. Derek, don't take those comments for granted. Omuntu yenaina akola akuwanga comment wetu. It's not coming out of the blue. Tegwa bugwi. Tachirowoolezaawo. Aba abadde akirowooza for some time. Kati watuukidde okukyogera, it's just a place of comfort. Most people who we take as close friends have hidden intentions and are jealous of our progress. Guys, my question for you is, what did 2025 teach you that surprised you? Because this is the last Sunday of 2025. And your lesson might be some other person's lesson, yeah? Probably, I think every year I learn something about cars. When I just bought this Prius, I drove it for like 3 months, and the coolant pump broke down. The coolant pump broke down when I had gone to pick my kids from school. Now, when the hybrid system stops getting coolant, it stops getting coolant. System chesoko kora kujako SC. The SC went off, and I thought to myself, what's the problem? Now, it was too hot that day. I kept putting SC takora. So I went to all the fuse boxes, and all the fuses were fine. there was no fuse that was broken. Now, me, I have numbers of various mechanics. And so I call like 2 hybrid mechanics. And I asked them the same question. What could be the problem? Until one of the mechanics asked me, is the hybrid system getting enough coolant? And I say, I don't know. So he told me, you need to check the coolant pump. Because it even lost power. So on top of the AC not being there, it lost power when going uphill. He said, you know what? First of all, check the coolant pump. At that time, I had no idea where the coolant pump was. So he told me it's a pump, it's that position, and you need to touch it. It needs to be vibrating. It wasn't vibrating. Now that one stopped there. I needed someone that could give me help. So I called another one. It said, open the coolant jerrycan of the hybrid system. I opened it. It said, if the coolant is not moving, then the pump is off. If the pump is off, you need to replace it immediately. But you can drive for a couple of kilometers. So you need to drive with AC off for some time. So the first one helped me. So the second one, and the second one was almost on my way. And I was for man inspection. So I drove with AC off, with windows down, until I got to the place where that guy's workshop is. They replaced the coolant pump, and I was on my way. And over the years, I think the thing I've learned about cars that most of you guys need to learn is that when a guy had to blow I think at the jam. Over the years, the thing that I've learned that all of you guys need to learn is that when your car breaks down, first sit down and relax. For me, I've learned over the years that if you don't relax, first of all, you might get cheated. If you don't get cheated, if you don't get cheated, you might get a mechanic that's going to just spoil your car. So that's the other thing I've over the years learned about cars. So, and then it broke down the second time. Now, the second time that this coolant pump broke down, it had been making noise for some time. And it would be making noise randomly. And then it would go off. It makes noise. So this time we were in an inspection with someone. Try to know Nyamorokachi that time. There were 2 gentlemen. Try to know Nyamorokachi. So we were in inspection. And I'm driving downhill. And the car shuts down at once. It shuts down. We look at all the fuses, and the only fuse that was broken was the AM2 fuse. Now that's almost the main fuse. A fuse controlling abolichim. Yeah. So we put it back. So what we had to do now, because I already had the coolant pump, my sense went to the coolant pump. I called the guy that replaced the coolant pump the last time. Coolant pump it hadn't worked for like 2 months. Coolant pump the second one, and he said good. So I told him Gama Mtawani wa Jansang in Nakawa, because the next stop for us to look at cars was in Nakawa. So for us, we drove to Nakawa, and I told the mechanics person to come and find me there. He came, we replaced the coolant pump together. I paid him his money. He was on his way. Now, one thing I realized about it is if you panic, you spoil. If you don't panic, and also the other thing you need to do is learn about your car as much as possible. The only thing that can break down is the coolant pump. Gearbox yenu ECVT yenu bakaranks eriwa siginonyangako sigirabangana kugochobo manya era galina na cranks sigira ndaba cranks ya engine yoka. So anyway, but the only thing that I know that can break down with this car is until something else. Okay, I know that this thing will break down nayo bu capacitor babu ina wano ubufa mu kisawa okitegeera. So that I'm waiting for that. There are 2 things that I know that will break down with this car: the coolant pump and for me, I think all of you guys need to learn. Probably the guys have done inspection for. You need to learn. If your car breaks down, Arthur you're inspecting her before you call anyone, call Arthur. I've realized everyone that called me first and I talked to them, they did not panic and things were solved properly in the right way. And then, of course, Cristiano Palumbo has said 2025 has taught him not to be lazy. Frank, another thing I have learned is that most of the rich people have at one time lost huge amounts of money, but they picked up the pieces and moved on. That's something. That's something. Everyone has lost a big amount of money and they moved on. Nabagamba oyo guy ayogera UR bamwita Kalumba. But when I was doing Uber one time, I drove him, and at that time I had over lost like 18 million in one of the businesses I had been trying to do, and it hadn't worked out. So I was stressed. He was drunk when I gave him a lift, and at that time he wasn't at URA. I think he was still assistant PR at KCCA, and I did not know him immediately when Nari Movuga wano, but then when we dropping away, that's when I say, I think I've seen this face somewhere. And then I checked on the Uber trip. I saw the name. So I searched possible names of like known people in Uganda. And his face came up and he was in KCCA. But while I was having a conversation with him, I was sulking about my 18 that got lost in a couple of months. And he said, "Good man." Because he was drunk, he was like, "Good man. Because he has like a bidonga in a disco." Okay, he'd had at that time. That's what he told me. Nangamba gwe ata tufirwe milioni 15 ne tubivaako and we move on goza milioni 18. So yes, I think people lose money and they move on and life gets better. I think that's one thing I've told you guys. Like, if you keep focused, don't fight the wrong battles, don't fight the battles you can avoid, and keep focused, life will definitely be getting better. And of course, you need to make a couple of good decisions. We make a couple of bad decisions, all of us, but you need to make a couple of good decisions. 25 lesson. One bird at a time is worth two in the bush. I came to 0 for wanting to chase for more birds. Sorry about that, Bugisu times. It's always a good thing, by the way, guys. Like, you push for one thing, nechiguka, you try something else, but chiguka, you go for something else, but chiguka, you try something else, like that. I think it's always a good thing. It's a like plan, just plan. This quarter I'm going to do this. This quarter I'm going to do this. I think you'll have more peace. I think you'll have more peace. Notabuka kudda wali. Chiribo chitakora ngogamba kati ekyo nkivuddeko. Let's focus on this one, and I think it also works for me. People who take advantage of you when they realize you have changed, they now say you are bad. Life moves on anyway. I know. But I think, guys, people don't take advantage of you. You allow yourself to be taken advantage of because you don't understand how these relationships work. People are there to me. I know people that almost want to take advantage of me, but I have learned aina kyayagala nange nyina kyensobola okumuwa kyesisobola sikikola. That's the one thing that I think you guys need to also learn. Kefa, learn that. Let's see. Cars, guys, maintenance should be something that you do in 2026 religiously. Nze luli nagula emipiira ebiri gye najjako baali bajaga nibaga mugireko emipiira gyange ntwala mu studio sigenda gibawa kozi yali teginnagwako nnyo naye nze I think one of the things I don't like, sagala kwegayirira musirikale wa traffic. Omusirikale wa traffic oyo omulaba nga yakutte ng'olina kakasa katono kati ayinza okwogulira okwo ebigambo nga 100 ayagala nusu omutwalo gumu ekifo ky'okuvaayo director akugambe Arthur. Omusirikale wa traffic nze saagala waliwo nga emipiira giri mu kuggwako aneegayiriza agambe let's go with I over inspect the car olw'emipiira mbu I over yake muloko olw'emipiira that day nagenda mu inspection nenvaayo nengenda n'emipiira ena nenjiteeka ku practice era omusajja yagula practice yange emipiira gye nagula gya kyavuga lwaki kuba aneegayiriza ayagala busente anega nemugamba ekipapula ngende teyakimpa n'agenda nemugamba ekipapula n'agaana ate bw'omulemereka ku ekipapula ng'anyiiga kati me if my car gets a small crack I put the new windscreen. If tires are worn out, I'll buy tires. I want a traffic officer to stop me when I have nothing to answer. And when they stop me, I am going to be very humble to the point that they give me a police receipt, a traffic fine, and I go. Sagara kwegayirira. Banange sagara kwegayirira. Of course, Kawa Armstrong agayite wave mansi. Good things can happen anytime, and your life can change from bad to good in no time. Yeah. By the guys, just a moment. So I have a friend of mine. He was like 2 classes below me. He was working in Dubai like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I think. 3. Nga ina sente, nga jali ina sente azimbye emizigo je. Gatali bubi. And when he had money, he was okay. Chengamba, he was okay, he had cash. Na akoma we Kampala nga amanya ddayo. Ebyokuddayo ne bigaana. Kate bwe yakoma we yalina wana abawala, you know, the opportunity chicks. Sente ne bazirya. Ne ziggwawo emizigo gye ne gitaggwa. N'amalirizaako ndowooza gumu n'ayingira. The past 2 years have been hard for this guy. I think mu bantu bendabye nenjigirako to be positive is one guy. Things have been hard for him, like really hard. Nga buli lwakusanga kyasooka okugamba omanyi papa sooka ompa omutwalo nfune kyendya. Nga buli omubako wemugenda ogenda agamba papa sooka ompereza omutwalo nve ewaka. Things were hard. But in all that period of time, I know him sibinyumya nti oba kumotivating anyone. But in all that time, he had a bigger smile on his face than me. He was always dressed smart. He was always polite. His face, he never had these things on his face for all the time I saw him. I was with him at the wedding in Naliko a couple of weeks ago. And after that wedding, I think the next day, he finally got his visa. He had a visa already with Wagenda Kumbaga. His ticket came out the next day. And then he called me the day after that. Nangamba papa, inobu sente wembu zaku wano. Njagala kusimanya baba ina babikola batyebi basasula ya kasente akasemba yagende. And now he went back to Dubai. And before he went, he said, omanyi papa, njize sisobola kuddamu nsobi gye nakola luli obulamu ngenda kubukyusa. And I am sure he's happy now. But he was always smiling. It was like he was going through stuff that I don't know if I would handle if he was going through stuff like that. Ng'agezezzaako kunoonya emirimu wano gibuze ekyokukola kiganye okitegeera nga buli wasanga bakyalibe mpaayo omutwalo mpaayo ebiri mpaayo omutwalo mpaayo ebiri. So Kaawa kyagamba kituufu nti obeerawo. I think I'm not yet as strong as some people, but I'm praying to God for strength. There are people I admire. Omuntu omulala I think gwe neegombesa ye for his strength is Isaac Katendo. Accident gye yalimu eyo, and you can still meet him and he still has a smile on his face. My God, Isaac, you're strong. Zinkubuli ati waba wagezaako kumanyira nti toli mugumu, oli mugumu. Tewevuma nsi. Cristiano Pumba agamba some people hate him. No one hates him. Guys, me, I've grown to see that, to learn that actually people don't hate. I don't think anybody hates me. I think people hate the idea of you. I don't think anyone hates you. I think the people that you think hate you don't hate you, but they hate the idea of your existence because your existence threatens them in one way or another. That's why you need to avoid them as much as possible so that they forget about your existence. Omuntu gwe gwolowooza nti they hate you, they actually don't hate you. They hate the idea of your existence. So if you show them that you don't exist in their world, they'll temporarily forget about you, and you'll never even feel that nze muntu buluwenda bango omuntu yalinga atanjagala I avoid them, and temporarily the hate I think even for them goes away. I don't think anybody hates you. I think people hate the idea of you. The Enoch chechiriwo. Let me just go through other lessons here ambasibly. Sinayoza moro katencha nyina inspection. Erije tutamalize ya double cabin. So finally twaje ogera ne guy yankubidde simu amazima nganyo zikwata because ebibuzo byamuza sina answers zabyo. Amazima, he keeps asking the same question. Atho ina option. I don't have options. Option tugenda zira bancha na ye. So he finally took the budget up to 40. And I told him at 40 million tewali chituguza Hilux old model. At 40 million, let us buy a Vigo. A Vigo is a better buy for 40 million. So I think he called a couple of his friends and they also told him the same thing. So that was yesterday. I made a few phone calls and I told those guys nonya Vigo ya million yana. So mulinde bulunzi gatufunye naye namugaye teweeronda namba tebi akungamba atoyagala Vigo ya eri ku UBD ku million yana. Kubanga ne million 35 twabuliddwe moroka eri ku UBD mu Hilux enkadde. So guys, as 2025 ends, remember this: not every lesson was meant to hurt you. Some were meant to prepare you, some were meant to slow you down, some were meant to save you. I know you guys are going to enter 2026 wiser, calmer, more self-aware. None of us lost this year. We won, and next year is going to be better. Hey guys, next year is going to be better. Just don't fight battles you're not supposed to fight. I think that's, for me in life, that's the one thing I've learned. But also, if you realize someone doesn't like you, avoid them. Actually, it's not like they don't like you, they don't like the idea of your existence. So just deny them your existence. Once you deny them your existence, they will not think you exist and they'll forget about you. I have been taught that money hates noise. Keep silent about your plans. Chitufu Niko. Chitufu. All your plans should be silent. But which plans? Literally all the plans that we are planning are always silent. Like you're going to tell people that you're building a mizigo. Hawaii. Go zimbe mizigo obagambechi. Bwaganda bankatingina tani kuzimbe mizigo. But also, Nico, I think the thing that we need to learn more is that our enemies are closer than we think. The people that are far away from us are not our enemies. Our enemies, they sit with us in our cars. They eat with us on the same table. Our enemies are closer than we think. I think that's a painful lesson that nobody wants to take in, but it's a truth. Kajamu kagenda kata. Kajamu karaba kagenda kata. But guys, money doesn't know Nico. Money doesn't know you. I think when we over talk about stuff, we get diverted, and then we think that money hates noise. We just get diverted. Boyogere nnyo ku bintu otandika okwekubamu ebituli. One of the reasons why I did the convention was to make sure that I do it. I had talked about this thing for a very long time and I needed to do it. But at a certain point, I felt like giving up. And that's the problem with talking about stuff. When you talk about plans a lot, Nico, I think that's the thing that happens. When you talk about something you're planning a lot, you start going. It's not about money hating noise. Boyogere nnyo ku kintu kyo planning okukola gwe nyine otandika okikubamu ebituli otandika gana ekibwe kigaana kati bwe kinsala kati bwe nalowooza convention nabirowooza ebyo najyogerako for like over 6 months nga I'm saying we're going to have a convention and then And then I start nze mwenyine ntandika okugamba kati abantu batajja kati kiri bwe kigaana kati you see I personally started seeing things that could go wrong with the convention. Abantu no batandise parking akajjamu kabayitiriddeko. They have started parking. People have started even parking kajjamu kayitiridde. So anyway, I learned a lot that I will always appreciate the lesson from 2025. Amin and Nima. Guys, but I've learned to keep going. Like the channel, channel Jemuraba, it's growing because of consistently doing the live broadcasts, consistently doing reviews. I now work with a team of 4 people. I work with a team of 4 people. These 4 people act as editors, they act as critiques, they act as inspiration, but they also earn. The day I give up, because we all move on to other things, definitely, but we have to keep going. So they have to keep going, I have to keep going, not giving up, being consistent, being determined. So many of you guys have talked about that. But guys, thank you very much. I don't know what time I should do it. I know some of you guys are going to be in church. Me, I'll pray in the morning on fast. I don't pray at midnight. Those things of praying 31st, the last 2 times I did, not like this year or last year, but there are 2 times I did that. The years were not good. A lot of you people be praying at midnight. Me, I will wait for tomorrow. Go to church, talk to him. Because kumachawa basinga baba chikola to pastimes ngenda gena and determined. Kasule Ramadan, Samuel Ntale, Okia Juma, Nwaha Norman, Henry Modern Juice, Bisky Gamer, Ricky Chikawa, Starch Events, Walugembe Geoffrey, Alec Isaac, Wandera, Okia Juma, Wavy 830, Taurus PS3P, Raymond Muchunguzi, Ricky Chikawa, Kanso Patrick Asiku, Harrison Paul, Richard Aki, Matovu Faru, Katamba Isaac Katende, Harrison Paul, Andrew Otekard, yes, Magembe Frank, Willie, Atenu John Jerome, JC Semo Ogedede, Momisha, Agaba Kennedy, JC Kaja, Emmanuel, Edrin, Chamba de Hannington, Modope Joshua, Tunaire Rogers, Derek Atuhaire, Lemedu, Cristiano Palumba, Bugisu Times, Kahwa Armstrong, The Enoch, Nicolas Sebulime, Nima, Savage. Kale kambuge kubo lino nga bwe mulabako naye nga bwe mbasiibula. It can be that dark. Ganti nkapeningira muzeeyi. Waliwo omusajja wa Ravufu. Lero lwategedde nti Ravufu enywa. Lero lwategedde nti Ravufu enywa. Ate mulowooza tagipaakinze. Jamu kajja mwetereke. Mujamu kayinza okunyweramu. Mujamu kayinza okunyweramu amafuta. But guys, thank you very much for being part of this broadcast. I don't take you for granted. Tomorrow is a Monday. I'll see you in the morning. Eyenchanti ya kumachanga bulijjo. This year I wish you a Markex. Edwin, I can't manage a Markex. I am not a rich man. Markex is for rich men. Kale katuyingire kubo. wano obwongo gyalaga teriye naye awulira bwakuleka oyingire kuba afiirwa. Kyewunyisa nti wa Subaru yampadde, wakabenzi kabaavu tampadde, nange gyendaga nga teri, owa Fuso naye ampadde. Kakati one of the things ekirese mu kufa abambuka eri waggulu, it's because the people that are coming down here bajja ne bakola line nga 3 ne bablocking ate abadde eri ffe gye tudda. Okiraba Lucky Moze kye kiriwo ekajjamuka wano bwe kato bwe kabeera naye nga mwebale kubira ku broadcast ya leero mbagayiza olw'essande olulungi. Don't drink and drive. Abava mu byalo. Some of you guys are coming from the village today. Nicholas ono matugga matugga wano ku mabanga oyingira mabanda, matugga ng'oyingira ku mabanda, kajjamukawo kakwata Lucky Moze Christmas yawedde katugenda mu Happy New Year. Abeetomere nga balaba ansagala muyingiramu. Waliwo n'owanuwo wano eyapakinze wa Regius, toyinza butapakinga ng'ovuga Regius 207 gwe motoka petro nga yasise 2,207 ogimanyi webeera enywa. Lucky Moze Bombo Road nga talina accident, Masaka Road alina accident. Owakibina mulowooza ate tesise owakibina ekutudde timing belt yeyo. Kati ebirwadde bya kibina si bingi, bwetaba lose connection kuba kutula timing belt, kutula timing belt eba esise. Nina target gye bampadde okukola ku TikTok kanda bo bangi kukola olwaleero nga sinaba kuoza moroka kasita jimu ewedde. I feel bigger, my arms are definitely bigger. Kajamu kalabye kati kakoma around asao kilomita ngemu awo kajja bakaweddeyo naye nze lina ekkubo nditya nsonga emu naye ate nyina okweyongerako mu maaso eri kuba target gye bampadde okukola abantu b'enkola nabo yeetaaga nnyo mu kirukoze etu. Mukalaba kajjamu kati abantu bali mu kuvaayo mu kyalo era enkya ku makya jjamu ayinza okubaawo nga mungi. But you know guys, this place has jam, but it's not as bad as Masaka Road. Masaka Road mannange simanyi na kumanya. Omwana wa tukutuku ayisa traffic alinga wa pichi ate nga tukutuku size ya moroka. Warali na mu mutima gwange you make my life easy to find another to papa when I'm down when I'm up the back to me baby go no sikumira ingamezi tingana kweto ziwulira to kwabibo nete fuluka tumalize kera nga tulife me baby girl you will rock with me keep me by my side katolaba wano wetuli it's the equivalent of Kasangati. I think it's the equivalent of Seta. It's the equivalent of Chengra. It's the equivalent of Nsanji. is the ekyo wano wetuli is equivalent of Kasangati, equivalent of Seta. Wano tuli wabanga 14 kilometers I think. Sigayaza kweli. Kati bwoba tosobola kuviira basirungu oyo omulaba bwavuga wesanga akulubudde emmoloka yenkadde yinza okugaanira awo okusiba. Kati mulaba wano kajjamu kaba kaweddeyo.
Gonna become my wife. We band them down. Cheturina, tell you together. Nabasunga, Nabagamba, Tedia Kutwala, Tedia Kufimba, Tedia Kusubola. Baby girl, you will rock with me. Keep me by my side, you will stuck with me. Girl, if I'm not feeling fine, you by my side, girl. Never more was on, never
Hey guys, Ntuse Wemba Sibuli, thank you very much for being part of this broadcast. I don't take you for granted. Even you guys that are watching this video later on in the night, in the morning tomorrow, in the week, mwebale nyonyo mukama abampeero omukisa mbagaliza week ejja wano siwembadde nyina okugula byengula kangene nkyuke wali. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow in the morning. May the good Lord bless you.